Hey, welcome back everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. So this is Microsoft Flight Simulator Xcloud version, and I have to say that I'm super impressed with how beautiful it looks. And one of the reasons why it looks so good, because they are using the Xbox Series X's in the Xcloud server, which is the Azure server. The fact that you can play this on your old laptop or your tablet or your phone, and all you need is a good internet, it's pretty amazing. So without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Please do wait for this video to render in 1080p 60 so you can see how beautiful it looks, and so you can see the bitrate of the Xcloud and the Azure. I think they put a little extra effort on the Flight Simulator Xcloud version than the other games. So here, let me take off so you can see how beautifully it runs. All right. And here we go. We're in Sedona, Arizona. Now, I do have a pretty good internet, and I have my Ethernet cable, very high bandwidth Ethernet cable, gigabit Ethernet cable connected to my laptop. Actually, I'm using my old Alienware laptop. It's connected to the laptop, and I'm actually playing this from the cloud, and it looks amazing. Now, you're gonna ask, how's the latency? Well, of course, the latency will vary depending on what type of internet do you have. I happen to have a good internet, so I'm also using a Ethernet cable. So for me, the latency, it's not a major factor. So I'm looking somewhere between 8 to 9 milliseconds, maybe 10 milliseconds response time. Sometimes it could be 12. People are going to say, but how do you know that it's 12 milliseconds or 10 or 9 milliseconds? Well, I'm just guessing. And I know a huge difference between 24 milliseconds and then 10 milliseconds. There is definitely a gap in delay. But so far, I can tell you that the latency on my end, it's pretty darn good. The bitrate, it's very consistent, but that's because I have a good internet, obviously. People are going to say, well, what kind of internet do you need? I would say anything that's like 480 megabits per second down and 150 up. If you have 150 up, upload. So remember, the download speed is not that important when it comes to streaming. The upload speed, it's important when it comes to streaming, because you're uploading and you're collecting that stream data. So the upload is what you're looking for. I don't care about your download speed. Download speed, it's only for you to download, how fast you want to download something. Upload speed, it's the most important factor. So when you are out there hunting for good internet, if you're into cloud gaming, you need to consider the fact that you need a pretty good upload speed, And if you have a good upload speed, like I do, I got over 380 megabits per second upload speed, which is pretty darn good, for me. I have a 1.2 gigabit download. So my download is 1.2 gigabit, okay, which is perfect for me to download stuff, okay. I can quickly download something that's 40 gigabytes or 48 gigabytes within like maybe 25 minutes. Or 30 minutes, I can easily download that. Now, when it comes to streaming, then the upload speed is going to be a major factor. And in my case, 380 megabits upload consistently, it's pretty good, Now, I know that not everyone's going to have that kind of a speed. I get that, I understand that. So this will vary, each to its own, depending on what type of speed you have, obviously. But this is also a testament that the cloud gaming is the future. Well, what are the benefits of cloud gaming? This is something that I talked about in 2019 and beyond. One of the benefits of cloud gaming is the fact that you don't have to worry about a storage space, and you don't have to worry about download, waiting for download. There's two factors you have to consider when it comes to consoles and PCs. You have to consider the factor that you need that extra storage. Buying the NVMe SSD drives are pretty expensive. They're not cheap. And number two, you have to consider that you have to still wait for that download to be finished. So you're going to spend at least an hour and a half to 2 hours just downloading, and then waiting for it to install. And then you got to wait for some more updates. And then you got to clear out some more space. You have to delete some other games because you don't have an extra storage. And then you got to buy an extra storage. So there's that downside to using the consoles and PC. The positives of the cloud gaming is the fact that you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You don't have to worry about the storage. It's all there for you, ready to go. Click and play right away. You don't have to worry about the waiting time because it's all there for you. Click and play. That's one of the biggest benefits of cloud gaming. And then you can take it with you. You can take it with you. You can play it anywhere you want to play it. So that's the one key feature that I think it always appealed to me when it comes to gaming. Just like the movies. I got over 480 movies. Do you know how many luggages I would need, how many boxes I would need to carry 480 physical media movies with me? How long that would take? Versus me just going to a cloud and then watching movies from the cloud. Guys, the cloud is the future. And it's proven to be the future because everything is on the cloud already. Your movies, your music, your podcasts, your sports, your everything. And video games as well. So all of that, it's signal that the cloud gaming, it's evolving. Surely it hasn't evolved to the point where it's available in the perfect shape to everybody due to the internet limitations, depending on where you live. But long and behold, I still stand by the statement that predicted, that I've been predicting since 2019, that by 2030 or 2031, I think cloud will become a standard by 2031. And I don't think that's too far-fetched to say by 2031. I think the technology, the broadband technology, the servers, even the video decoder technology, all of that will become much, much more suitable and much, much better as the time passes by. Technology will always evolve, like Elon Musk says, like Jeff Bezos says. Technology always evolve, whether we like it or don't. You can't stop the evolution of technology. That will never stop. Human behavior, that's a whole different story. We're not going to talk about that. But technology will always evolve. That's without a question. That's without a doubt. And I think we're seeing that. I think we saw that with Stadia in 2019. I think we're seeing that with Luna. I think we're seeing that with PlayStation Now. And I think we're seeing that with... I think Netflix wants to jump into video gaming. So now you got Netflix, PlayStation, Xbox, Amazon, Google. These are some heavy hitters, guys. These are some heavy hitters. You can't just brush them off and say that they're not. They are very important key players when it comes to cloud gaming. And look at the movies. Let's be honest. Sure, you can still order physical media movies on Amazon and they'll send it to you, obviously. You can buy them. You can still go to the Best Buy and Target and Walmart and buy movies. But let's be honest. Look at those shelves. There's small little sections of shelves, just like with the CDs. Before the CDs died out, there's small little sections of shelves where they're selling physical media. So what does that tell you? That tells you that everything's on the phone. Why? Because people are always checking their phones. They want their movies on the phone. They want their movies on their tablets, on their television, smart televisions, smart TVs. When they click on it, they want to watch movies. When they go to their Xbox or their PlayStation, they want to be able to watch whatever they want to watch, whether it's the Netflix, Amazon, Paramount Plus, Hulu, Amazon Prime, etc., 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 Vudu, what have you. So that's what people want. That's what people are accustomed to right now, in my humble opinion. And I don't think this is debatable. I know people want to debate me on this, but I think you will come to the same conclusion pretty soon, that cloud gaming, it's inevitable. It will happen. It will happen. It's not going to happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight, but eventually it'll get to that point where both Sony and Microsoft's going to say, hey, we don't have to spend money building these consoles, wasting our money on the resources to build these consoles. We don't have to worry about that anymore. We can just invest portion of our money on building these servers. You know, in North America, Latin America, Europe, etc., Asia, right? And we can, you know, use these servers to have people pay for the membership and have access to video games, our library, you know. So I think that's where it's going. You know, again, I could always be wrong. You know, I'm not Nostradamus. I don't have a crystal ball. You know, I don't know what's going to transpire, but I'm looking at it from a business standpoint and technological advancement standpoint trajectory. Like a NASA, right? They look at trajectory as to, okay, how long is it going to take for this rocket to reach to one of the nearest Jupiter moons when it's in this orbit here, on this year, on this month. So I'm using a trajectory calculation, and based on that trajectory calculation, I can see where this might go, which direction this will go. And I don't think I'm wrong about that. I personally don't think I'm wrong about that. And it's not just me saying this. There's people on Forbes magazine, a bunch of other magazines saying the same thing. You know, that this will eventually happen. A lot of entrepreneurs who are into tech biz are pretty much saying the same thing. This is where the cloud gaming is going to go. Whether people want to admit and say, that's a whole different story, but I think this is a proof right now, what you're seeing. You know, this is the proof. And look how smooth that is. I don't ever remember having it this smooth on my PC or my console. I don't remember ever seeing it this smooth. So there's that. Just look how awesome that is. And also check out the quality. I know you're just listening to what I'm saying, but also keep an eye on the quality, how good this is. You know? If I was to walk into a room and see somebody playing this, I would say, hey, when did you buy the Xbox Series X? And then I would say, no, I didn't buy this Xbox Series X. I'm playing this on my laptop connected to my television. And I'm playing it from cloud. Say what you want about Stadia. And again, I have criticized Stadia for terrible service. But what I didn't criticize Stadia is I didn't criticize them for technology, because they have proven that cloud technology works, and it will be the future. I think Stadia pioneered something for everyone else to follow. And even though, it's not a successful service, sure, they made a lot of mistakes, but the one thing they've proven to all of us, the one thing that Stadia proven to all of us is that technology works, and it works really good. With 4K and HDR and low latency, they have proven that it works, especially when you connect a controller to a Wi-Fi, and then you can have that lowest possible latency. So I still stand by all my statements that I have talked about in 2019 and beyond. Because if cloud gaming is such a failure, and here's my message to Young Yeah. And again, I have nothing against Young Yeah. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I don't want to start some kind of a drama between me and him. But if Young Yeah believes that cloud gaming, it's a failure and that it's a failed technology, then why is it that Microsoft has invested a bunch of billions of dollars? Why is it that PlayStation has invested a bunch of money into the PlayStation Now in conjunction with a PlayStation Plus? Why is it that Jeff Bezos' Amazon has invested all this money if it's such a failed technology? Why is it Nintendo is using it? Why would these big giants of companies invest money into a failed technology? It makes no damn sense to me. So, again, I have nothing against Young Yeah, but I disagree with Young Yeah. I think he's being too harsh, and quite frankly, he's wrong. He's wrong about the cloud gaming. I respect his opinion, but he's wrong. And I think you will see that by the end of 2030, beginning of 2031, you're gonna see that, I don't know if he's still gonna do a YouTube, if he's still gonna be doing YouTube 10 years from now, I don't know. But you will see that I was right and he was wrong. And, time will tell. As they say, time will tell. We'll see what happens. Time will tell. So, anyway, I think it's time for me to end this video. It's been about, 20 minutes. I mean, you can see exactly what I'm seeing. It looks great. I mean, if you're not impressed by this, then you don't understand. You don't understand the cloud technology and just what it takes to render something like this in a really good quality. Then you truly don't understand how it works. So I would like to hear your opinions on this. I would like to hear what you guys have to say and what you guys think. I'm pretty sure my friend Jose already has a pretty good opinion on this. Both me and Jose agree that sure, it's not there yet, but it's definitely getting there. Cloud technology, it's evolving, and it's inevitable. It's gonna happen, just like Netflix has evolved, and then everybody else started following Netflix. You got Amazon Prime, Hulu, Paramount, I mean, Peacock, I mean, Jesus, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. So cloud is here, guys. Cloud gaming is gonna happen, whether you want to admit to it or don't want to admit to it. And I love my consoles. I love my physical media. Nothing can change when you're playing something directly from a hardware. I get that. I understand that. Nothing can change that beautiful quality when you're playing it directly from the hardware. I get that. I understand that. But that's also expensive versus something that's not as expensive, that's, you know, least expensive. And majority of people looking at today's inflation, today's economy, uncertainty of the stock market, right? All of these things happening in the world right now, such unbelievable uncertainty right now to invest, to buy, to save, to trade, all of that. It's such uncertainty. And a lot of people going to say, well, this seems very reasonable to jump into a cloud gaming right now. So it seems like the most reasonable approach. So anyway, there you have it, guys. I don't know if there's anything else I can say. Look how beautiful that looks, man. It looks super realistic. Super realistic. Looks amazing. And if you're not impressed by this photogeometry, then this is something you will appreciate. This is something I try to tell Jose and Brendan and others. This is what you're gonna be enjoying. Now you can enjoy the scenery without any hiccups, without any slowdowns, without any issues, without any problems, because now you have the best possible rendering of photogeometry, because you are connected directly to the server that it's outputting photogeometry. So there won't be any delay between what you are seeing on the ground and then what's being collected from the server, because this is being streamed directly from the server. The only thing you have to worry about, as I previously have explained, you have to worry about, obviously, your internet. How good is your internet? You know, so that's the only thing that you'll have to worry about. It's just your internet. So, well, there you have it. 20 minutes, 22 minutes. I think I said everything I needed to say here. You guys are more than welcome to give your points of views and comments on it, but please be respectful. You should respect everyone's opinion, whether you are, you know, a console fanboy or if you're a PC fanboy or cloud fanboy, whatever. I think we should all respect each other's opinions. And I want to hear each other's opinions, but I want to hear your opinions without fighting. I don't want you guys to fight on the comments. I just want you to respect each other's opinions. Leave the comment, and let's see what people think, you know. So there you have it. There you have it. And I'll see you guys pretty soon. Oh, originally I was going to do a live stream today, but unfortunately I'm tired. I had to work. I worked 2 jobs, you know, during the weekdays. On the weekends I can do a little bit more, but I'm a busy guy, so I try to do this whenever I can. Just remember, YouTube, it's not my main gig. YouTube, it's a hobby that I do. Sure, I make some money off of it here and there, but it's not my main gig. People who know me, they know that. All right, so, well, there you have it. I'm done. Thank you, guys. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. If you have a Game Pass, I think you should try this. You should try the Xcloud version of the Microsoft Flight Simulator. I never thought I'd say this, but this seems to be the best version to enjoy. The most stable version to enjoy. So there you have it. There you go. This is the F-22 Raptor, Lockheed Martin, one of the best jet fighters on the planet. And I'll see you guys pretty soon. Take care.